Create your future as an animator. Immerse yourself in visual effects, environment design to get your degree online from the Los Angeles Film School. Follow in the path of our award-winning alumni and let your creativity.
What's going on, everyone? I'm back today with another video to show you how to set up a 2PC streaming setup. Now, I mentioned in one of my videos that most of my content is on Twitch. 90% of my content is maybe 3 or 4 days a week. I've been streaming there for about 8 or 9 months, and I started out, I wasn't quite happy with the performance I was getting, mainly because I was on a single PC, kind of old, outdated hardware. I was having to do a lot of changes to, you know, the bit rate, the resolution, the frame rate, just to kind of get in a place where I was happy with it. So I decided to look for other ways that I can improve performance, whether that be just upgrading that PC or going to a 2PC setup. So the idea of a 2PC setup, because what that does is you have one PC just for your gaming and then one PC just for streaming. That helps to alleviate the issues that you have with a singular PC. It kind of spreads the load between the two computers. So there were a few issues that I was facing. One, I didn't really know how to get it set up. I didn't know what I was doing. I was still pretty new to this. Two, I didn't have a capture card, which still is the most popular way to connect two PCs together. Because most of the time you have your gaming PC with an HDMI cable running from the graphics card into the on your streaming PC. That's how most people do it. So because I didn't have a capture card, I was looking for alternative ways to do it. I found something called NDI, which is Network Interface. Here there's network, because instead of using a capture card with an HDMI cable connected to two machines, you're actually connecting them through Ethernet cables. You're going to need a gigabit switch for this, gigabit network switch. It's a gigabit because of speed and performance. A bit of a visual thinker too, and I would highly recommend sketching this out, the diagram of how you're going to be connecting these machines. That's because you can think about it in your head, but it might not always match up to the reality of it. So I sketched out how my PCs are hooked up in an NDI setup. So we have the game PC, we have the streaming PC. Those are both networked to the switch with Ethernet cables. Again, that's a gigabit network switch. Now, the gigabit switch is hardwired to my router, which is all the way upstairs. I'm probably running maybe about 50 feet of cable from the network switch, and about 15 feet away from the network switch to each PC. And to be honest, when I'm gaming, when I'm using NDI for the 2PC setup, I haven't noticed a whole lot of latency at all. The difference between a capture card setup and NDI setup, to me, the latency, the lag is it's very minimal. So now I'll show you how to get NDI working. You have to install a few things on your gaming PC or your main PC, and then you have to install a few things on your streaming PC. So we'll start with the gaming PC. So the first thing you're going to need is something called NDI tools. This is what you're going to install on your gaming PC. I included a link down below to an exe file. If you go to the NDI website, you can see how most people do it. Your card is looking for alternative ways to do it. I found something called NDI, which is Network Interface. There's network, because instead of using a capture card with an HDMI cable connected to two machines, you're actually connecting them through Ethernet cables. You're going to need a gigabit switch for this, gigabit switch. It's a gigabit because of speed and performance. A bit of a visual too, and I would highly recommend sketching this out, the diagram of how you're going to connecting these machines. That's because you can think about it in your head, but it might not always match up to the reality of it. So I sketched out how my PCs are hooked up in an NVIDIA setup. So we have the game PC, we have the streaming PC. They're both network to the Switch. Search for it. You can just search for NDI tools.